There it is.
I don't know. I hope they do pick the Zen though. Bans and picks are a little different, so let's hope they do pick the Zen Zhao. And they're going with the same two first bans. Let's see what they have for the third one. Kled.
Was the Kled so strong of a pick that they feel like that was a bigger win condition than Zen Zhao? Oh, whoa, no, hold up. There it is. Whoa,
we see the Zen Zhao. It's in. It's through.
Whoa, the win con. Whoa, I mean, we're out here breaking news, scientific developments here. Zen Zhao equals 1 second. Win. There it is. You on blue side, you force Zenigma to go ahead and ban it. They don't do that. Looky there. You get the win con jungler. Congratulations, Palafox. Congratulations, Palicraft. You absolutely cracked the code, my brother. And Zenigma says, okay, you took our champion. We might have to go ahead and take yours.
Yeah, even though Trundle, great, I don't say jungle, maybe better like a good flex pick. He can be played in the jungle, but CDU finally answers all of our calls, especially in the Light League chat. Some of the other members in this in the Light League were scratching their head about the Tristana first pick, and I think they are now happy that Zen Zhao finally made it through.
Yeah, these guys are going crazy in the Light League chat, just absolutely going nuts. I mean, people sending videos in of them doing backflips and whatnot. I mean, these guys they are showing their elation right now in the Light League chat. I mean, just absolute, just celebrations going on here. They love to see the Zen Zhao, and so do we here on the desk. Silver Thresh is going to be the lock-in here for Capedogs bot lane, so we're going to be seeing exactly what Yodacious and Talon can do on these champs. We have seen Talon on the Thresh already, so he's proven that he's a very strong Thresh player. Gonna see how strong Yodacious does play this Silver pick, because it can be a bit, I don't want to call it feast or famine, but I definitely think there are better AD carries by a long shot in the meta right now. But a well piloted Sivir can have a huge effect on the map. Just ask Necrox.
Especially just ask Necrox. But I mean, yeah, you could definitely have better ADCs, as you said, have better ADCs that can pair up with Thresh too. I mean, better in the meta. So the Sivir is really niche, and I think they've been talking about, they probably have had in the VC talk about bringing it out.
Yep, most likely that's the case, as we see the Ezreal, which is another a great AD carry, honestly, getting paired with the Karma. I mean, that lane is just so destructive there. The poke is immaculate. Ezreal scales up very well. Karma does a lot of good things for the team. Now, this could be Karma mid, or it's probably going to be solo lane Karma. Don't expect to see Morgana in a solo lane. I mean, we've seen some crazy things so far this game, so this series. So look, it could be anything, honestly.
Yone hover.
Yone instantly locked.
They have no AP right now. Will we see an AP Malphite again? I don't know. I hope
AP
not.
Malphite? No frontline, no AP. I'm thinking Mordekaiser potentially. What else would you really want for a frontlining AP? Okay, well,
I mean, that it does work. It's also very niche though. It's I think, as you said, maybe a Mordekaiser would have been better traditionally, but see the bad lock in, and then the Karma, I think it's gonna be a Karma solo lane, and I like that. I mean, I play for Hawkthorn in esports, and we, our mid lane of Heartstuck, we kind of put them, for a few games, we put them on some what we call Karma duty, and it's worked wonders for us.
Yeah, Karma isn't too bad in a solo lane. I was actually watching the T1 series from like 2 days ago. They put Faker on Karma for 2 games. They lost those against against Freaker Freaks, it was bad. It was horrible, actually. It didn't look good at all. But Karma in a solo lane does work. It definitely can work. You don't want to put Faker on Karma, but Karma does definitely work in these comps. I think Karma works way better with Ezreal. First of all, I think Karma Ezreal lanes are extremely oppressive, especially into Sivir Thresh, even though there is a very strong range for that Sivir there. But Morgana, keeping the Ezreal safe. I mean, now you have a bunch of spell shields in the bot lane, speed and spell shields for the Sivir. You have the spell shields and the lockdown for the Morgana. So I mean, things are gonna work out. It's gonna be not really a skill check, but we'll see how the movement and how the timing for hitting these shields works out for the duos in the bot lane. But where do your eyes go first when you look at these matchups here? What lane do you want to see pop off in this game?
Hey, they let the Sylas go through again. 3 games straight, and it's been a 2-0 Sylas right now. I mean, look, if we're looking at it the way CDU is looking at it, and they're playing, for content, I think Zenigma, in my opinion, through the first 2 games for content. They picked the same 2 comps, and it wasn't the greatest.
Not at all. Yeah, so I kind of, for me, when I see that Sylas get locked in again, it really just makes me feel like, bro, we have to learn from this Sylas. We have to say, okay, if we understand that Winterfresh is very strong on this Wukong, that's fine. Get rid of Wukong, get rid of Akali. If you don't want to see those two, I understand Akali 100%. It makes sense, right? Is Winterfresh, or is Series for Wise Victor that huge of a problem that we have to let it go? We have to ban that with our 5th ban. Like, why can't Sylas get a ban after 3 games? 2 games, he's been crazy on it, solo killing your top laner. This has to be the comms from Days saying, look guys, no, I'm not gonna lose this Sylas again, bro. Look. I know he solo killed me 3 times in that 3rd game. I know he solo killed me 5 times that 4th game. But I'm telling you right now, this 5th game, it ain't gonna let him get that Sylas. He's gonna be feeling himself. Let him get the Sylas. Watch what I'm gonna do to him on this Vlad. Just trust me on this one. Don't ban the Sylas. This is one of these. It feels like it's an ego pick because you cannot allow the Sylas to come through. It just does not work. It can't be allowed to come through. It's illegal for it to come through.
I just noticed Zen Jarden just got subbed in for mid lane. And now it's Morgana in the jungle.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure about the excellency rules for locking in and swapping champions, in the lock-in phase, in the client draft, as opposed to, the draft lull draft. But yeah, Zen Jaredon is their jungler. Warbase Justin gets subbed out. I thought he played well this season. I mean, they put him on very strange Azir duty the first 2 games. Past 2 games, he looked all right. I mean, he looked pretty good. Kled games, nothing too bad there. But I guess they feel that Zen Jaredon is a better Sylas player. I've never seen Zen Jaredon play Sylas. I'm not quite sure. I've cast him in the mid lane. This is absolute content.
This series is just absolute content.
This is a content series.
CDU going up 2-0 and then now tied game 5, and then game time you have Zen Jarden subbed in. Like, it is just insanity. This is probably one of the most eventful series we'll see all playoffs.
Yeah, I mean, I gotta say that is looking at the 2 comps here, but I don't have too much time to speak on it. But I mean, when I see Yone get locked in, I love the aggression, especially with the Zen Zhao there. I mean, just the 2-man plays that they can make, the kind of mobility they have to lock down, not lock down, but to to get in onto a champion. Even Karma can't withstand that kind of that kind of aggression in lane. But when I look at the side of Zenigma Eclipse, there's a lot of poke coming out with the Karma and the Ezreal of ability to pill and to enable the carries here. Even the Sylas can really benefit from a Karma. You have a lockdown ability for Morgana. I mean, there's a lot that can really happen. Now, is there a lot of DPS on Zenigma? Not really. Honestly, there's a lot of bursts coming out, and if you are able to keep Tonic safe in the back line untouched, then there can be a lot of really strong DPS that way. But as far as like actual like strong DPS, right clicking and whatnot, that's not really gonna come out here for the side of Zenigma Eclipse. My eyes really go to this Xin Zhao and this Yone here. I want to see what Daze does against this Sylas, because he's been getting this kind of gap by Winterfresh. But when I see a Yone get paired up with a Xin Zhao, I look at that very heavily and say, okay, this is where your win con is for the early part of the game.
I 100% agree with you on that.
Well, we will have another 90 seconds to get into this game as we wait for the spectator delay, so we'll be right back and getting on the Rift very, very soon. You guys don't take a single solitary step away from your chair, because we'll be right back with Capedogs Unleashed and Zenigma Eclipse in game number 5 in our Excellency Light League quarterfinal matchup. You won't want to miss it. Stick around.
Welcome, welcome. It's been a long road to get here, but we're in game 5. Zenigma Eclipse on the 2-0 comeback, looking to close it out with their forward momentum. Capedogs Unleashed just need one more win, but they haven't been able to find it in the last 2 games. Now some early level bunch of shenanigans here. Hey, it's Talon will take some poke, but nothing else much to be had as the 5-point system is complete here for Capedogs Unleashed.
Uh-oh.
May have spoken too soon, but oh, wow, a boomerang blade. Gonna chunk out most of the members here, taking at least 100 HP off of each. That will be the recalls here from Zenigma Eclipse in the early game.
Yep, and with these timers, I should be able to get back to the fountain and over to the jungle with enough time to spare, so nothing too crazy happening here for Zenigma Eclipse. Just some damage numbers for Audacious get boosted a little bit there. The boomerang blade, you gotta love that. But just looking across the Rift here, this is gonna be a very, very interesting game. For me, I think we're gonna be looking at, as we hear some very strong pings getting spammed. My thought process is I think we're gonna be looking at Panic Dingo. I keep saying Panic Disco, but Panic Dingo focusing on this mid lane very, very heavily. I have to assume that the only reason that Winterfresh has Sylas in this game is because Daze said he wants to win this top lane solo and beat him out. There's no other reason why this Sylas gets to the draft this many times. So I gotta just believe that we're looking at Serious for Why getting a ton of attention here from Panic Dingo.
Yeah, I mean, Daze has been kind of the focus for most of these matches, like you've said. So I wouldn't be surprised to see him continue to go up there. Now on kind of a very volatile matchup, I'd say, as both these AP top laners looking to scale into the mid game and really pop off there. Daze, I would say, has better scaling, of course, on the Vlad. But he'll be a major damage threat if they can get this Vladimir ahead.
Yeah, it'll be dope. It'll be really clean to get this Vlad ahead. But the thing about that is, in my mind, just thinking about the comms for a player, there's just no reason why this Sylas would ever get through the draft unless Daze said, I gotta beat it. I gotta beat it. You understand how strong he's been for 2 games straight, as Yone does what Yone does.
Yep.
Just engage with invulnerability, honestly. Just get out of jail free card for no reason at all.
It's just a bit of a champ gap here in the middle lane. Zen Jaredon playing for the team. CSY playing for style here. I'm expecting to see some big plays coming out from him on the Yone. Look at that trade. Getting them for free. This Daze just going to probably get pushed underneath tower here for the majority of this early game. Kind of surprised we didn't see the 3-camp clear instant top here from Panic Dingo. But he would be looking towards this bot side, looking to try and capitalize off this Thresh. Hey, it's Talon strong on this in the beginning, but again, in a very good position here as, you know, able to just sit back, be that lantern, be that safety for his team as they look to engage forward, or of course, be the person who sets up the play with that death sentence.
Yeah, and he really is able to.
And here it comes. Actually, gonna force out the black shield from Vindrel. Hook goes a little bit wide, so it's just Panic Dingo in the fight. Forces out the flash. Nothing else burned here in the bottom lane.
Yeah, Panic Dingo able to just burn that flash. Now, if that death sentence hits, it really would be a death sentence there for these guys here. But just gonna be a good flash is strong enough.
Ooh. Oh, he just lost the knockup. CS Revive might be in serious trouble here. Force the flash. The shield will keep him alive. That is unlucky timing there. And now Hate's Talon will get binded up in the river, but he should be just fine.
Yeah, being forced to use the flash on the Yone is a very, very tough break because it's good pull. Because it's one of the last lines of defense for your mobility. You have so much mobility. Especially when you hit 6, you have even more mobility on this Yone. Wait.
Yeah, binding's pretty free here once you're that close. Hey, it's Talon, a little bit of trouble here. Yodacious gonna zone out Tonic. Ignite will get dropped here onto Vidra, but not a great look here for Hey, it's Talon as he gets completely tagged up, and now the junglers have both arrived simultaneously. Panic Dingo doesn't know Jungle Jim's hiding in the bush. Flash from Hey, it's Talon. Here comes the teleport. They're gonna find him. Hey, it's Talon goes down. Too aggressive on the Thresh. Panic Dingo in trouble, falls as well, and Yodacious going down to the teleported Silas. Winterfresh comes down and finds a kill.
Winterfresh most certainly does, and what I saw right there was that was Capedogs allowing Jungle Jim to freely hit them on this Trundle. Yes, the pillar went down, and he was basically body blocking them along with the minions, but you let a Trundle just sit there and wail away at you with that PTA proccing. I mean, you're just going to be in a very, very bad position. Now you have a kill onto your Ezreal, a kill on the Morgana as well, taking away that Dragon Gold as well. But Morgana isn't really even a bad champ to have some gold on early. I know you're probably just gonna go for the Imperial Mandate. I mean, it is what it is, honestly. But I would love to see a more aggressive style from this Morgana, more damage.
Actually coming on forward here. He wants to find the trade, but Zen Jaredon just too many shields, just too tanky, and despite having no mana, can't find the kill here in the middle lane.
No, but he will force the back and the teleport as well. So that's a slight little win there for the side of a Serious for Y who has no sums at all. He's not gonna hold his wave at all. Yeah. Gonna shove this down. Zen Jaredon waiting for a particular buy. Then have the TP to the lane. So that takes away some of the presence that a Karma can have globally.
Hijacking the Hemo play. He's looking for this one. Daze will need to burn the Sanguine Pool here. Winterfresh goes low. Not gonna find the kill though. Look at the healing on the Silas. Able to stay alive. Jungle Jim flashing forward for the last auto. That's a dead top laner. And every single lane at this point except for mid has found some kind of success.
Yeah. And honestly, when you're playing on the Karma, you're not really looking. The success for you is staying strong in lane, not dying to this Yone. Don't feed this absolute just destructive champion in the mid lane, and you've done your job once you got to the mid game and can help the team.
Once again, caught on the river. Hayes Talon in trouble here, but there was maybe just a bait. Panic Dingo gonna dash on in here, and they finally found some rebuttal. Flashing for the knockup. Tonic a little bit low, gonna get slowed up. Boomerang Blade is enough. Double kill for Yodacious. They bait in the bot lane of Zenigma Eclipse.
Capedogs looking like they actually want to play this game. Okay, now it doesn't really even out the kill score, but that was very, very aggressive play. Very strong bait potentially from Talon, getting down to 1 HP and saying, "Uh-oh, look at me, I'm just stuck here in the river. I hope no one tries to kill me." Tonic and Vidra come through and say, "Okay, this is an easy kill for us." And you see Panic Dingo just come through, plays it perfectly, gets a kill for his Sivir, and now Yodacious can have a very, very strong effect on this game moving forward.
I mean, we've said it before, Yodacious was one of those players that we're considering at least for the top 3 all-pro teams. Not making it here, but making a strong case with that double kill. Gonna have the potential to use that to come back in this game and really carry forward the momentum here of Capedogs Unleashed.
Yeah, and it feels kind of good to see that, right now we're seeing both teams playing aggressively. We've seen both teams being proactive. We're seeing both teams being decisive with their moves. It's none of this standing around, none of this playing very strangely as we see some spammed question mark pings in that bot side river. But it's game 5. Both these squads understand what's at stake. This is thousands of excellency dollars at stake here when you get to that grand finals. This is like probably the most prestigious award you can get here. They're playing for all the marbles, and these are very, very fancy marbles. The fanciest of marbles here. They understand that they can really get to the semifinals and potentially knock off a Hawthorne, knock off a Lotus White. So they're playing very aggressively, playing very strongly right now in this matchup, and this is what we want to see out of game 5s.
Yeah, I mean, even so far here on the map, one person trying to make a case for themselves. CS Reviled still trying to look for this damage and trying to find the solo kill on this mid. No junglers have come to this lane just yet, but I imagine the action will just be nuts when they do, as very explosive here. If Serious Provide does get hit on this Yone, can absolutely take over a game. We're looking at Winterfresh in top lane, who's managed to do it before. We're looking at the crazy carry here in mid as a dive setup is coming. Keep an eye on Jungle Jim though, he's close by and could look to stop this engagement.
Yep, and this is just an exercise.
Call coming forward here. Serious Provide looking for the kill.
Wow.
Gets pillared out, dashing so far away. He'll be just okay, but this will enable the dive. Panic Dingo dashing forward. They find the kill with the box. The Audacious has popped on the hunt, but what a death sentence here from Hey It's Talon. He'll find Tonic underneath the tower. Panic Dingo, will he live? Just barely. Look at that tower shot. That was around 400 HP off the back of that Xin Zhao. Subjugate might just be the damage you need. Yep, he'll go down. But look at this.
Way.
Zen Geradon. No, you can't do it. He gets taken out there. Panic Dingo finds the kill on the Karma. That's Force Flash as well. And in the top lane, Winterfresh just barely misses the chains on days there. And he'll be just okay. But what a unfortunate play here for Zenigma Eclipse. Not finding the Yone in mid and ultimately losing 3 on the bottom side.
Yeah, unfortunate is the best way to put that, honestly. Honestly, well, that's the most respectful way of putting it, honestly. But yeah, you see, we're looking at Panic Dingo. I keep saying Panic Dingo. This is Pallycraft. Looking at Pallycraft here, playing this Xin Zhao so amazingly, which makes you wonder, why would you ever let Jungle Jim play this in those 3rd and 4th games? Good pool.
Fresh. Continue to trade up here in the top lane. Dragon has now spawned, so these teams in a little bit of a risky spot. No one wants to go for this just yet, but it's a back here actually from Panic Dingo, so just giving this one up, I believe. Just okay with that, as I believe you have a replay actually of that triple kill bottom lane.
Let's check it out. So we see the strong positioning here for the dive from Panic Dingo. I mean, like we said, that attempted play there in the mid lane from Trundle was the go button here, and very strong juggling of the tower aggro for all parties here on the side of Capedogs. Now, Hayes Talon does get taken down with Subjugate. Sneaky damage coming through from the Trundle, but you can even see that Zen Geradon, I know this is your first game on the map, Ski, but you can't go out there and try to challenge a Xin Zhao as a Karma. That's not your job. That's not what you do, baby.
Ooh, but we got the engagement here in the bottom lane. Actually, Hayes Talon getting low. He'll just get taken out. Fate's Call will land onto Ezreal. He'll pick up 1. And now Panic Dingo dashing on forward. Vidref gonna go down as well. And the teleport will finally channel on through, but it's too little too late. Sears for Y has already made his move. And now they're looking like they're in trouble, being forced back underneath the tower, and the entire team of Keepsdog, remaining members, sorry, not top, jungle, ADC, and mid, moving on towards the Infernal Dragon here, as Zenigma Eclipse zoned away. Can't start it out just yet. They're actually going to walk away from this one, unable to find the dragon.
Yeah, I think there we saw Pallycraft go ahead and flash a Dark Binding, so he's able to make a kill. Hold up.
Yeah, it's engagement here. We're trying to figure out a few production issues, so we'll take just a second. We're going to take a real quick intermission as we figure out these technical issues, and we'll be right back in just a second.
Oh.
All right, we are back onto the rift here. Jumped a little bit forward. We do have a replay of that last play. Here's for why. Unable to find the trade here underneath the tower. And we should be able to jump to that replay here now, as we did have that dragon fight that just occurred. Dashing on forward. And Shell's going to break this one down.
Yeah, so we see the pillar come out very, very early from Jungle Gym. Just 4 members. It's going to be a 4v4 in this bot lane. Want to jump in? Yeah, the Panic or Palafox. His name Palafox. Panic Dingo does come in very quickly. Gets able to get that first kill. Okay, this is where he flashes the Dark Binding and is able to get the kill onto the Morgana, and that's when everything really starts out here. I mean, this is a very, very strong play from Panic Dingo there. In fact,
wow. No way they survived that. But yeah, like you were saying, it was a play there in the bottom lane. Ultimately, Dragon went over to Zenigma Eclipse. So continuing to find objectives here for themselves in this game. And a very close trade there in the top lane.
Yeah, at first I thought, wait a second.
Oh yeah, it's not over just yet. Zeus for White wants to find more here. Yodesh is going to pick up that kill. So Capedogs Unleash able to answer back. And despite an objective deficit, they're coming up big on the kills and gold.
Yeah, they most definitely are. It's like they're playing. There's 2 ways to play League of Legends. There's the money or glory route. It's either going for, you know, farm and kills for the money, or you can go for killing these large monsters. That's the glory route. Sometimes ignoring these objectives and just getting kills and getting position on the map and getting your gold up can be a strong way to play the game and help your team move forward in the mid game. So you give up those first 2 dragons, maybe even a Rift Herald, but you're in a better position in the mid game to take all those back and be even stronger moving forward. And sometimes just taking, because we cancel a few autos there from the Trundle, but sometimes taking the objectives early can put you in a position that doesn't allow you to farm as effectively in some situations, in some matchups. And we're seeing Capedogs give up these dragons, but have very strong control of the map. They're 3k gold ahead, and they look very much so in control right now.
I even say that they have better late game insurance here with that Vladimir top. Daze hasn't shown too much just yet, but getting into these later game team fights, the sustain and the AoE burst that a Hemoplague Sanguine Pool combo can bring is just nuts. So really looking to see him continue to get stronger and stronger here. I think Capedogs likes and tends to favor these late game insurance carries, and in this game it's on Daze, not Series for Y.
Yeah, it really is. And Daze is playing this matchup pretty well. Now he does have a single death, no first item, as he does go ahead and pick that up. As I say that, coming the Hextech Rocket Belt, he's gonna have a very strong. Hold up.
Yeah, forcing out the Crescent Guard. Great Dark Binding from Vigil will just burn that ultimate. Now Dragon coming up just a little bit, getting away on the top lane with the with the Soul Unbound on the Yone. So nothing too much happening in the top lane. CSRY and Winterfresh just kind of trading back and forth up here, but both of them have got so much the same that just these health bars are just going to look full no matter what.
And there's going to be a big fight for vision control in this bot side river. Now we see that both Series for Y and Winterfresh are topside.
Look at the damage from the Hemoplague already. Just now going down here on a Vigil. Forces out the Ghost Golden. Now we'll finally find the kill. Jungle Gym in trouble here as they continue to chase forward. Teleport has come through. Fates call on the 2. It's Serious for Y coming up huge. Then Jeroboam in trouble. Can they find the kill? Boomerang Blade will pick it up. Yodacious finds that one. No Dark Harvest needed. His Boomerang Blade's just strong enough with Lethal Tempo. Thank you. And a pause. I'd be pausing too, as I believe we might be going to a replay here, but we're going to figure out, we're not the only ones having technical issues here in this game, as looks like there will be some audio issues for the players, but Shells, break this one down for us.
Yeah, so go to a pause screen. Oh no, we're looking at something different here. This is just Daze doing what he does best, and that's having an effect on the map. Just gets such a strong engage there with hemoglobin, and then Series for Y presses R, catches 3 members in here, kills the jungler. Jungle Gym is now gone, and honestly, I mean, this is just a disgusting max range boomerang blade from Yodacious. That was all just about positioning and allowing the carries of your team to make plays, and honestly, just about every single player on the champion on the Capedogs roster is a carry outside of this Thresh, who's a very, very strong playmaking champion. So and it has really good setup. Everyone here for Capedogs can carry the game, and they've understood what lost in those last 2 games. Macro and poor drafting was part of it, but also a lack of options. Honestly, when things go sour, when things go south, they didn't have a ton of options to help control the game for them. Oh yeah. So they didn't really have what they have in this comp with 4 different champs who can make moves on the Rift, and they are, like I said earlier, wildly in control. 4K is the gold lead, getting their first dragon. They are in position to make some very strong moves here, though.
And again, it's a Sivir comp. Once you get that lead, you just press R and win, and they've got the champions to do it. This team wants to move forward. They want to press W. They just want to keep forcing fights. Xin Zhao, Vlad, and of course Sirius for Y can be so strong with this buffed up movement speed. I'm not sure what the plan is here. They have the ability to kite back with the Mantra shields from Zen Jaredon. Tonic and Vidra also doing a great job at landing these skill shots. But if the Capedogs can just find the right fights and find the right dives, they're in a very strong position right now to win this game.
They really, really are. Sivir such a strong champion, like you said. Not the Dark Harvest, but those boomerang blades are really hitting hard. We've seen basically what looks like execute damage on those Qs there for Audacious. 5-1 and 5, 2 items right now. Has the boots in the back pocket, as compared to Ezreal going for. I did not see this Essence Reaver on this Ezreal. Not even Shirelia's on this Karma. I don't hate Moonstone, but Shirelia's is broken. Shirelia's is extremely broken right now. I'm a bit confused about the itemization. I gotta say.
I mean, I really would have liked the Shirelia's. They could have either used that or a Mantra E to be able to disengage from the Sivir. But now they have just the one option, and if On the Hunt gets procced, you're just forced to use your Mantra on your shield, which isn't great. If you don't have Mantra available, then you're in trouble. Audacious playing risky games here. Still spell shield available, but when that Dark Binding comes from Fog of War, it's usually a little more dangerous.
It really is. But you just say you've seen it all coming, so you don't really worry too much about it. Look at these two champs that can't do anything but heal up against each other. I mean, you honestly just don't have crazy kill pressure against each other. Now, Silas Winterfresh does have the Oblivion Orb. Don't think we're gonna be looking at Days itemizing anywhere near defensively or like debuff wise. Probably gonna go full damage here, which is understandable. Might be looking at a zone use potentially for him. We'll have to find out, but those two aren't gonna have crazy kill pressure on each other anytime soon.
Yeah, I mean, I think the biggest member with kill pressure right now has got to be Audacious. 5-1 and 5, lethal tempo on the Sivir. He's playing for auto attacks, and just with the amount of aggression this comp can have, I'm imagining that it's gonna be really hard for them to get access to the Sivir. They don't really have a dive person available. This comp wants to kite back, other than the Silas, who kind of wants to get in there, but he'll be solo diving unless Jungle Jim can find a way into the fight as well. A little bit not tanky enough to be able to take this Baron. Audacious will tank a few Baron shots for a Farsight Orb, so a little unhealthy there for that Sivir, but gonna force away the Baron just with that vision, so good play here from Zenigma Eclipse to deny that. So now Capedogs Unleashed will just resort back to the jungle, farm up a little bit more, and then look for their next fight.
Yeah, and they have all the leeway to go ahead and want to this way. Hold up.
Look at the Fate Seal. Winterfresh in trouble here, not able to find the sustain. Subjugate not going to actually come out here as Jungle Jim sees the TP and decides he wants to run away. Days now in the top lane, looking for this tower, able to protect CSY away from the 2 versus 1. See what other attention they can attract. Baron's still on the map. They are moving multiple members up towards this top lane. But looks like it's actually just going to be Jungle Jim, so no defense to be had on this tier 1. CSY gets what he wants, finally taking down this top lane tower in the sustain war. And it's all really thanks to that Days teleport, keeping him nice and safe in the top lane.
Yeah, and this can create some pressure in the top lane as well that needs to be answered while this dragon is going to be on the map in about a minute's time. So this is, I mean, it won't really persist into the dragon. But if we do see Serious for Y cancel his back, and I was going to cancel the back and maybe try to push that wave out a little bit more, there's no real Baron pressure for the side of Zenigma Eclipse here. There's no real threat of that at all. I think getting that wave pushed just one more time and then establishing vision in this bot side river would have been great for Capedogs. Either way, they have a great chance of doing that. Oh, but never mind. It's just why does have teleport, so he can really just walk back up top lane, shove 2 waves, and show up in the river. Not the same kind of thing for Winter. Wait, I thought this must have been a bug then. I thought his teleport was actually down itself, but he won't have a chance to go back top and answer these waves. So those are going to get pushed to tier 2, and just so I can just walk down to the dragon pit.
No problem, nothing burnt, just gonna be able to stroll on through the map here knowing they see all 5 mid. That's the power of gaining that priority mid, and with that bouncing boomerang, Yodacious is going to claim permanent priority here. Winterfresh has stolen the Hemo Plague, so it looks like they're looking to try and win a team fight here on this dragon.
Yeah, they're really sending all the whole troops through here. Now the dragon is about at half health right now.
Here it
Gotta
comes.
make a move soon.
They're trying to dash on, and they've landed the Hemo Plague. Might will go over, but look at the Fate's Call, lands on it too. Vidder going golden, not going to save him for too much longer. Soul Shackles can't land on anyone. It's Yone coming up big in this fight. Oh, the flash is burnt at once at the end of that. But man, what a fight from the solo laner duo of Capedogs Unleashed.
I am still waiting to see Vidra hit a Dark Binding. I'm waiting with bated breath here to see that happen. Don't think it has just yet, but I'm sure it'll come when the time is right. Until then, we're going to be looking at Capedogs Unleashed winning these team fights with ease. Now, we have Zen Jared on this. Karma looking for a Mentor Q, probably. Looking to steal something. Not going to happen.
Not going to happen. I do believe we also have a replay of that last dragon fight, so let's take a look one more time. It was explosive. Break it down for our shells.
You got it, Soapin. Let's see this team fight. There's already just so much strong presence right there. You see the Dark Binding does miss. And honestly, with all the shielding here, there's just no way you're going to really gain any kind of kill pressure on any of these members of Capedogs. The flashes get used. And yes, you're able to zoom out of there if you are Zenigma Eclipse, but really, with the kind of ability to stay alive that Capedogs had, I mean, there was not really too much of a shot that Zenigma Eclipse was really going to be able to win that fight at all, especially with Vidra not being able to hit the Dark Binding, and then the Soul Shackles really not having an effect on anything. There's no real lockdown, there's no real setup at all for Zenigma, and they just really aren't able to play the game right now.
And it's a tough life. Picking up dragons, picking up barons, not going to look for the siege here. They got Serious for Y in that side lane. Winterfresh, probably the only person who can match. Maybe you could send Jungle Jim down there, and that's what they're doing now, rotating over. Will smile away the blue buff, actually. Serious for Y says, you know what, that's fine. 2-man Fate's Call dashing on in, now able to get out of the fight. Lacius is in a choke point, and he's got boomerangs. Look at the damage. Double kill will come out. Serious for Y on the side, dashing underneath this tower. Will eventually get shut down. Vidder goes golden, but that won't protect you for too long. Triple kill on the Sivir. Now looking at the Quadra as Hayes Talon has stolen the ability for a Penta, but 4-for-1 trade here. Capedogs Unleashed are looking strong.
Capedogs Unleashed are doing the damn thing. 10k gold lead for these boys. And if we can go ahead and look at the individual gold for these members here, as hold up there, Winterfresh, you got a little too much dip on your chip there. You see that there is about a 2k gold lead in the jungle for Panic Dingo, and about a 4k, let's call it 3.5k and be respectful here, gold lead for Yodacious over Tonic right now. It is very, very bad right now. 2,000 gold lead for Talon over Vidra in the support role. That's just unthinkable, honestly. 2,000 gold lead for the support. I mean, he's 3-3-13 on the Thresh. He's been doing some very big work for the squad here. What I mean to say with all this is that Capedogs are very, very rich. The stonks are rising, and it looks like Zenigma Eclipse are, for right now, there's some broke boys, but there's a chance for them to try to make something happen here, potentially at the next objective, but that's if this immense pressure doesn't catch up to them first.
Catch him on $CDU over on the Robinhood app. They're just looking like there's, like you said, it's an absolute dominating performance here. This is the Capedogs Unleashed. We saw it in games 1 and 2. This is what we expect from them, but again, they have these small issues, they have inconsistencies, and if Zenigma Eclipse can find one of those opportunities and capitalize, they extend a little too far, they walk into the soul shackles, Tonic goes off in a fight, there's a chance that they can still lose this game, but it's their game to lose.
Yeah, it really is their game to lose. I mean, they'd have to throw once and then once again to actually get that to happen. But, I mean, because we're at 28 minutes, right? So the death timers aren't all that long. They have pressure in the mid lane, pressure coming through and getting pressed in both bot and top. Dragon is going to be on the map in about 30 seconds time. There's not a single chance in the world that Zenigma can really answer this. This is going to be three mountain dragons stacked up for a comp that heals so heavily, has so much mobility, can't really be killed, and can fight you from far away. And if they do get caught out, there's still the lantern from Thresh that can save them. So all that resistance, all that sturdiness. Oh wow.
Sears for Wild, look for the solo kill from Fresh, forced to Zonia's there in the top lane as the Fate's Call just goes over the golden statue, but now it's going to be the third Earth Dragon. Not many resistances on this team in order to avoid giving power to Jungle Jim, but again, the shield off the back of the slow will be massive for this sustained heavy comp.
It's just going to be really, really tough. Now, I don't even know if this game is going to last long enough to get to that last dragon, to get to the soul. If Capedogs really feels like playing aggressively here, they could really end this game very quickly. Not quickly, but they could end it very easily. And this is what I was talking about with Zilla. In the post games and whatnot, this is a much different Capedogs. They're playing the map, they're playing the game so differently. The draft looks so much better. It just makes me think that my thought process is kind of supported. That they were kind of sandbagging. They look so strong games 1 and 2. Games 3 and 4 wasn't that they just lost. Wasn't that they got like that there was different things happening on the map. It felt like the way they were playing the game was so different from games 1 and 2, and even game 5. The way they're playing the game right now in game 5 feels so different and so. It feels like it was 5 different players playing the game in games 3 and 4. These guys, maybe the lower seed, but they're proving to me they're in a different league right now. Games 3 and 4 were not indicative of how strong Capedogs is right now.
I really want to say that high highs and low lows are really what define Capedogs Unleashed. And right now here in game 3, it's a high, 18-8. They're looking for more here in the jungle. So they're just going to clear out the vision around this Baron, deny any chance for Zenigma Eclipse to walk through a warded jungle. And now you see the sleepers coming out. They've all been burned. There's nothing left for them to try and clear out the vision that they've placed down. And they still even have the side lane pressure here from CS4Y teleport available. And just might be looking for the fight. Inhibitor on the menu here for this Yone. He's pretty hungry, and no one is here to stop him.
Yeah, no one can really stop him but himself. He'll just back up, but once that happens, looky there. That is a free Baron on the table. You have Vidra here, who doesn't even... I guess you push the... I don't know what the problem was there, actually.
Ooh.
He's dead.
Whoa, wait, here it comes. The Baron gets stolen. Jungle Jim finds it. No way. Will fall, and it's 5 versus 4 here on the map, but these Baron minions just might be enough to stall out the game. We'll have to see what they can do with this one, as it's going to be a very hard base defense now with that jungle being down.
Can we stop fighting Krugs and end this game? Can you just press this tier 2 top turret? Please stop fighting the Krugs. Look, you one-shot that turret from half health. And yes, you have Baron minions here coming up here, but you just really destroy these. There's way too much damage on the side of Capedogs.
Ooh.
What the heck?
Looking in, going golden. Vidrol in trouble here, but the health bars are low and the minions are strong, able to find the wave clear here against the tower, but they're looking to just tank it out anyways. Yoda's got the health bar. He says, I'll do it. Winterfresh steals the Silver ultimate, but that won't get you out of this one. Goes down there despite the Zonia's jungle gym now back on the map, but it's too late. Everyone else is gone. Daze looking to close out this one right here, right now. We'll push forward on the jungle gym. Another Fates call from T-Survival will pick up Zen Jared in the mid lane. He says, you don't belong here. This is my lane. Eventually, Days will fall, but it's 4 versus 2 here for the base defense. Can they do it? Dashing on in. A good chunk of damage dropped on a Tonic, but he'll fall. Double kill here for Tonic in the base. They're pulling this one off. Third inhibitor on the map here, and they're going to take this one out immediately. Double supers will be coming in here. Jungle Gym looking to continue the chase, but he just can't do it. They find all 3 inhibitors, and it might just be the bot's victory here for Capedogs Unleashed.
Yeah, they get the inhibitors, and they're gonna go ahead and take away these the jungle camps from Zenigma.
And I do believe we have a replay of the Baron steal coming up here in just a second, so we'll have to see exactly how this one happened. Just got super low, able to find the exact flash. I mean, he had a pink ward in the pit, so wow.
826. Yeah, that'll do it.
I mean, it's just good timing. Like, when you get that pink ward in the pit, it's 4 autos to kill it no matter what, unless your entire team focuses it or just stops hitting Baron. Like, what are you supposed to do?
Yeah, and there's 2 schools of thought when you have a jungler who can jump into the pit. Now, honestly, does that Baron do anything for Zenigma? No, but it really does most likely save the game for them. It keeps Capedogs out of the base for a little bit longer. But you do see double supers coming in top and bot, pushing this in. Mountain Soul is on the menu here in about 2.9, and it's going to go down so very quickly here. No chance it gets taken away. This is just going to be the end of the game. All we're waiting for is the particulars. What kind of CS numbers we're getting? What kind of damage numbers are we getting? Xin Zhao going to go ahead and back for some reason. Okay, there, buddy boyo. Just go ahead and extend the game. No, he's going to. Okay, good. Just go forward. Triple pressure in lanes. Can't answer all of this. I mean, just Nexus turrets. You're in a pretty decent position, if I do say so myself.
And here they go on the hunt, popped. Nexus tower is going down so quickly. Look at the supers. There's nothing they can do. Second tower will fall, and now the final fight will begin. Fates call onto 3. Serious for Y is a monster, and nothing else matters. Winterfresh doing what they can, but it just won't be enough. Triple kill on the Yone to close it out. Serious for Y finishes it out in style.
Serious for Y on the Yone. I said it when we saw it get locked, and I said this is what I'm focusing on. When you pick Yone, you pick it to be very aggressive. You pick it to go ahead and style on someone. Ends the game 7, 2, and 6. And when you got Zen Jared on a Karma ending the game on 0, 6, and 3, it's a little bit of a gapper there. I'm a little bit surprised, I'll say, that Zen Jared got subbed in off role when I thought Warbest Justin was doing all right when he wasn't being forced onto Azir. But that's the play call in game 5 for Zenigma Eclipse. Capedogs came through and really smashed this game. Past like 10-15 minutes, there was no question for me at least. First 2 drags of Zenigma Eclipse. After that, it was all Capedogs.
Yeah, gotta give them props. Congrats to Capedogs. They're moving on. You got a tough matchup ahead of you. Another opponent you managed to win in the block, winning out against in the block of 3, but White Lotus is no slouch, so we'll have to see what they can do against that first seed. And unfortunately, Zenigma Eclipse did fall on the day, but what a series they managed to put on for us here. I'm going to throw it over one last time to the analyst desk, and I'll be back in just a little bit of the interview, so stay tuned for some post-game analysis.
Shells,
Yo.
what did we say? What did we say? Xin Zhao right now in the playoffs. Pick or ban or win or lose. It's that simple.
100% win rate. I mean, it is what it is. I guess these guys turned the stream on game 5 and said, "Hold up, maybe Zilla's right. Wait, hold up, maybe Shells is right. What's that champ's name? Kajin Zhao? Is that what it's called? Let's lock it in, I guess. Do you play at Pallycraft? Oh, you do. You do play. Oh, you played it on stream very well weeks ago. Oh, so we should prioritize this pick. Is that what you're saying? We should prioritize this pick in the jungle. Worked out very well for them.
Yeah, and still, I mean, I think Tonic also, Tonic, like, flipped the, not Tonic, Yodacious, I mean, flipped the switch in the bot lane. I mean, he went in there, I think 11-1. Insane performance. And my question is, as an analyst, I'm not in there. Could you have not done that in the past 2 games? I don't know.
Bro, I'm telling you right now, maybe you can tell me because you're actually in the light league and you've played these guys before and whatnot. Do you think that this series speaks more toward what Sopen was saying about, there's very high highs for Capedogs, there's very low lows. We've seen them both at different periods of this season. Or, I mean, is it a sense of inconsistency for this team in the best of 5? Or do you think that games 3 and 4 were so wildly different from games 1, 2, and 5 that it was something maybe slightly different from just inconsistency in their play style?
I agree with Sopin. Because we played Capedogs, I think our first game of the split, and we beat them 3-0. But as you saw, I mean, I thought they were going to be not in the playoffs at all during this whole split. And you see, at the end of the season, the high highs were especially there, and they're the 5th seed. And I think I'm going to keep a little, I think they're just playing for content. Now, this past 2 games, I think they're just playing for content. And as you said, sandbagging the 3rd and 4th game. You know what I'm saying? Maybe keep it a little competitive, because CBC did 3-0 redacted. And this was the last series that, had some type of narrative, maybe a reverse sweep. Maybe they wanted to just help Excellency get some extra content in for the Light League.
Hey, you gotta respect it, man. As long as we can get, that extra content. We've been streaming for 5 hours. I'm ready to go an extra 5. In fact, I'm ready to go an extra 10% off my purchase at amgrindcoffee.com using code Excellency Esports at checkout. Ooh, that was seamless. That was beautiful, right? That was a good one, right?
I agree with you.
I think we may potentially have a interview. Actually, I have no clue. I'm going to wait till I actually get word. Oh, we do actually have an interview. So before I hand it off to my guy Sopin, I want to go ahead and thank you, Zilla, for being here with us tonight, man, being on the AD. But before I let you go, please let me know if you have anything you want to say, man, any shout outs. Just get off whatever you have to on your chest, man. Let me know. Talk to me.
Shout out to everyone who's watching right now. Shout out to the boys at Hawthorne, and especially shout out to Forgotten Turtle. You'll be missed. But super great guy.
He got cut? Wait, what happened? Wait, did CB Clockwork lose?
No, they won, but
okay.
He got cut from CB Clockwork. But shout out to Forgotten Turtle, cool guy, and I'm ready to. And I think CB Clockwork plays against Lotus White, and we play against CDU next week. So tune into that. You don't want to miss it.
You do not want to miss it. You heard it from the man himself. And with that, we're going to go ahead and transition to my guy, Sopin, who I believe is going to have Talon, potentially, come through and conduct an interview with him. So without any further ado, man, Sopin, take it away.